pretty open for the taking. We just saw Heretics play EG.
Yeah, it seems quite even in terms of just the parity between a lot of these teams, but who knows which direction it will go. At the end of the day, a tournament like this, quite a lot can happen.
So out of all of the games I predicted so far, this is the one where I'm probably the most worried for my predictions.
Talon have a couple of new players.
MiBR Talon could be. I did go for MiBR, but yeah, a little bit worried. We can do predictions. Let me. Oh no, they're gone on now. Just Val, thank you so much again for doing that. Appreciate it. Predictions are up.
In order to, I mean, Cruz as well, actually, to calm these guys down, calm Garnet and Chipboy down, and help them play against a crowd that is literally
Jaws as well, thank you so much. Roxy God into the Slug Club. Thank you so much, Jaws. I imagine that was for the first game of the day.
Not let that get to you, and honestly, sometimes in some cases feed off of it, like VCJ does. The guy was just commenting on that, about how he likes the crowd cheering against him sometimes, but we are going to be getting into the action.
Okay, here we go. Talon on defense, MiBR on attack. Frenzy.
Versus the Americas, pissed around here on Haven. Start things off, MiBR.
Instant smoke over towards A main and flash behind. Dude, I felt like the flash almost went in there, but I think the flash just popped before here, so they know the A is clear. Turret. They were ready to swing off the turret if any contact happened. The smoke and the flash just means that they could be anywhere close in terms of Talon, so nice round for them at the moment. MiBR having to kind of close this out. What's the decision? Do we fall back from that or not?
Stunned to try and push off the angle. Fox needs to be careful of this one.
Holy hell. Actually got away with 4 HP.
A quick little flash to push them back, but surely he doesn't want to fight this. Needs to get some backup. There's the util dump through, a haunt and a flash.
Okay, so good sight hit the moment. In terms of retake, everyone here, we have no Omen flash for the retake. We do have a boombot. There's good lineups you can do for it to check. Or just running.
Just running straight into the smokes and taking these duels and fights on equal footing. The pistols at play, just trying to
holy hell. Cruz manages to get 4. This was so fast. I was not expecting that. I thought we saw... I mean, at least they were all did it together. Overwhelmed, came down to the one-on-one. Cruz managing to win out with the frenzy as well. This was crazy. They had 2 frenzies for this, so kind of worked out well for them.
The way that was going, the way that they were afforded.
That was real fast.
Looking like it, but
this is going to be an interesting dynamic for this match. Cruz does such a great job here. He barrels through the smoke to begin taking down Heat, the star player from MiBR, and then he's just tucked right behind his players until he swings around. And that kill that he just found in short there, the one that you just watched, imperative, because otherwise he's stuck in a 2v1. Great timing.
Yeah, frenzies are just insane, I swear.
It's important to know too that Cruz has changed his role. Last time you saw this guy on the big stage, he'll have been playing Breach, you know, that kind of role, and he didn't look that great.
Get a Guardian out. Guardian,
wasn't pretty
Bulldog.
Powerful, but it wasn't a role where he was allowed that freedoms. And in the few off-season games that I've watched,
he has got a Marshall.
Played, I think this smoke.
Yeah, it's, in terms of who was in Xersha, Sushi's, Crows, and Fox. Huge kill. Look at the reaction. 3-person. Going to explore over towards A just in case they instant burst. As we can see right now, we are going over towards C. They don't have the gun advantage, but this could be pretty good. That's a huge fast pick. What do we decide? What's the mid-rounding like? There is a gun to pick up here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there is it's a Spectre, right? Waiting for a reaction, and it looks like they're going to get the reaction. That was not convincing, but stuck the landing, gets the kill, and they managed to get another one on top of that. That's very important. Holy hell. Okay, we got a kill top mid and a kill in C at the same time. So FRZ just on his own, does have a turret, doesn't feel comfortable to get it out, does call his team over to come play though. Is this smoke, goes to Garage so that they can cross. What is the one-on-one like here? Getting the turret out would be very nice, but Boombot goes in, avoids the stun. Nice dink, did alright damage. It's a good flash. Full Omen blind.
Coming straight down the one angle, dodging a flash.
Oh, what a round from him. Okay, 1-on-2 hits the important shot. Jitsboy's down low HP and manages to get the managed to get the body shot at the end. Nice shots going in from MiBR here. I reckon the one on B was nice as well. Here it is.
What a clutch.
Yeah, nice.
These MiBR players are deadly. Deadly.
And I think
other teams of players that have been scrimming against them have been talking about it too. Yeah. So Mako saying that these guys are some of the best.
This is more like it.
I don't think anyone's got MiBR as the top team in the tournament, but in terms of actual talent on the roster, ability to hit shots,
they get
the Brazilian scene
they
has
get a
always had that.
full buyout.
Freebie that's going to be handed to them.
Yeah, it's Laudzo's
Laudzo's
coach.
Breach ultimate too, but I don't think they're going to need it this round. This should be
This is a good. This will be a good indication of just how good he is. Again, when you're on the outside of teams, you never really know who's like really doing a lot of the work and stuff. So this will be. It's kind of what they were saying on the desk, to be honest. Like if you can replicate good results on 2 different teams, then you're definitely very good.
They could operate off of. It's a nice little pop flash on top of it, and the back of the side.
This might go. Still some low HPs. Okay. Nicely done. They do get an extra plan. Oh.
We talk about
celebrating too much there. Celebrating too much. Doesn't get the plant in, but does have ult, so it doesn't matter too much other than the 300 that everyone would have got. Yeah, he's too busy celebrating. There was a thing in, I think it was someone in Mouse Sports, it was like Chris J or something, where like someone celebrated him too much and he had his finger on the defuse button, but then it like got shaken off and they lost the round. It's somewhere on YouTube. It was, I'm pretty sure it was Chris J. It was Mouse Sports. What is going on here?
Look how fast this is.
Holy hell, big shutdown there, gets the ult as well. And that is the breach ult that we were talking about, down. So change of pace from Talon, big buy run up from them, and it's looking absolutely flawless. They were not expecting this kind of aggro. Holy hell, this is nice.
There was no time wasted.
Great round from Talon, but also, Brent, unfortunate from MiBR.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate too. They just weren't ready for it. They were kind of just talking about their own plan. They had the breach short. They were just not expecting this. Look, Razor's out in the open. Didn't know what's going on. Breach doesn't know. They had no idea. Actually, no idea what the hell was going on this round. Nice change of pace from Talon. Yeah, just not expecting that one. Kind of need to relax. Need to expect stuff like that.
The double flash combo, triple if you want to talk about the paranoia, is going to allow Talon to go crazy aggressive. And it's important that MiBR are set up to respond to that. That's why you saw Murray's RGL in really safe positions in prior rounds. And this is now a big blow to Made in Brazil. Their economy is now back in the trash and they don't have a good opportunity to get value out of the breach.
Low buy goes into this, not too bad. We have 3 guns that can do damage and the other 2 are probably just going to fall a little bit back.
The horn just dropped down. It does mark Cruz, actually.
Yeah, Chat, I've never seen this one way.
And he's still just ego in this angle. Even against
How have I never seen this one way? It's incredible.
That is quite dangerous of him, but
it's really good for that angle. So you TP across and you play it. That's pretty cool. Again, it's not good here because you show your head, so it's like a normal jaw here, but in terms of when you go on the box, that's pretty cool. Difficult to place, yeah, but you have the barrier, so those ones are like good for the beginning. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Grabs them a tiny bit of info, but not that much. They've left the whole of A open now, so they need to go and re-explore. And this is the timing where Murray's can take his team over towards C. There is only Sushi Boys remaining there.
Yeah, and they're doing really good at it. Because Talon are gambling so much in terms of information over towards A. Nice breach short to get over towards side. Smoke to secure it as well. Dude, FRZ. Getting the kill in the middle, and literally just now just has to just stay alive. The longer they stay alive, the harder it is. Dude, they're gonna win both their 50s.
Swapping around the spike to see if they can really min-max this type of thing, but Talon, we're more than ready once more.
Oh no! Oh boy!
Out the grenade, but it matters not.
Plant is not down, chat. So not much time, and now no, there is. Got a real 35 HP. Very good position to be in.
10 seconds.
So real good pause. Just didn't expect it. That pause is so good these days. Sushi Boys cleaning it up. Holy hell.
What a play
that was great.
From Sushi Boys there. And I thought that Talon were going to be worried. Worried about Frozen behind them. Worried about the lurk. The player that had picked up 2 kills earlier on in the round.
Yeah, the Raze did great and Sushi did great. Dude, when he brought out the nade here though. Holy hell.
The decision was already made from them, and that is just, wow. Listen, a bit of lady luck playing his part, I think.
Technically a 1-on-3 for Sushi Boys.
But look at how Ghana tried to get back into that site. Do you see him? Yeah. The nade to get the kill onto RGL. Blast back in, and then he pulled out his nade again.
Put out his nade again.
Yeah, this is back and forth. This is a good bonus round in terms of MiBR. We satchel out to take the early duel over towards A. Basically, the smoke lands, they just want to duel just before the smoke lands. So I kind of like this, especially if they do the smoke a little bit higher and it drops down. You could probably see Feet doing that. There's some nice stuff that still teams haven't explored that I'm seeing in this one in terms of this smoke and maybe that in terms of instant satchel. I like the idea of that.
To be clearing too much, fades away now. Aftershock as well, just in case there is somebody close into that one and done.
So yeah, team's still thinking the new stuff. Love that.
We'll see which direction they want to take this one in, because MiBR have been playing relatively slow at the beginning.
White, lol, appreciate it. Welcome in to the Slug Club.
I think they've got a great opportunity
2 months. Thanks for using Prime on me, dude. Appreciate it. Okay, so
lurky style over up towards B, and now the fact that he's
no info over towards here. That's why I have 2 over towards B. 2 people A. Every single time they're kind of just playing. They show pressure at the beginning, and then they just fall back and play retake. Probably because the fade ult is here. Fade ult does hit 2 though. No smokes for a retake? That's really bold.
A little bit uncalled for in my opinion.
The volume as well, thank you so much. New member of the Slug Club. Holy hell. They're really going off. And they put the ult into this. Okay, it's a 2-on-4 and they put the Killjoy ult. Reactive Killjoy ult on the attack as well. Sushi's going in. Small amount of time to try and break this lockdown. It's going to be close. Does do it.
It's going to be detained. Well, not quite. He's still available, ready with the weapon in his hands.
What a round.
5 in a round means that's going to be a nice little ace.
What a round from Heat. Great round. Both of these Raze players are going to be absurdly aggressive.
Yeah.
You watch them play, they're not the kind of players to be tight, always behind every
good first kills over towards Heaven as well. They were very important. Killing the Omen kind of basically what happened, chat. You see the second swing that Bren called out. Kind of had to happen because retaking this with no smokes is very, very hard, especially when they had the Killjoy to cancel the Killjoy. So I was kind of okay with this swing on Heaven. Maybe Omen's maybe I was more worried about the original drill from the Omen, to be honest, in Heaven. That's kind of where I stand on it. But I get it.
But I think you can also see that they've got respect for how Talon's comp is going to play and the aggression that they could throw them in the early round. Look at how slow this is and how tempered.
Yeah, it's his nice default waiting for any kind of aggression. Looking like we're gonna at least poke over towards C, and as we can see, a lot of people here. So maybe they want to start stacking some more orbs onto the Killjoy. Oh boy. Do we get out or do we stay here?
Contact, I thought there would be some utility being used, but no, just backing away.
Other side of the map.
Yeah, definitely felt like
Sushi Boys has managed to get a kill without getting traded.
Side of the map, and he maybe has to do a lot more.
Quite good. What another angle as well. The crosshair placement, fantastic from Sushi Boys, and this smoke just gives them a bit of coverage.
Some of the individual stuff we're seeing at the moment, kind of crazy.
Sometime soon, though. It does fade away. And the players of MiBR
chat, relax. Relax with the spam. I like to read chat. Don't do it to me, please.
The players who are holding on to the side. Paranoia rips across a
insane round from Sushi.
Just doing the absolute most on his half-by round. And rifles be damned, Talon just returning with another Thrifty, just back and forth. Feels like we're seeing only Thrifties being played, honestly. These half-by rounds coming to fruition.
Yeah, the rifle rounds just not working for
yeah, that's a huge round to lose. It's really going back and forth.
The shot from Sushi Boys to start things off, we didn't catch. No idea whether it was a bad fight or not, but Maris's angle didn't favor him. And also the way that they got into the site, really badly spaced out. Yeah,
what a round, though. Holy hell.
First kill onto Heat, but where's the second player? The trade so late from RGL there.
Chat, don't do the spam, honestly. I'll just time people out. I can't see it.
Not letting this crowd get to them. In fact,
I wanna look over. I wanna read some stuff. All I'm seeing is
I've heard it from a couple of the players.
Look at it. For God's sake.
The situation that Talon are in right now, where the crowd is cheering against you, when you make a play and you hear that crowd go dead,
Yeah.
In some ways, it's even better than the crowd cheering you on itself.
Yeah.
And that can fuel you. And
No, it's fine. It's fine.
We saw that immediately off the get-go. The fact
it's
that
easy. I know you lot can.
That pistol round and got to experience that.
I know you lot have some self-control. It's fine. Drazzy, thank you so much.
Both teams, obviously, I think, making a couple of unforced errors, but
new member of the Slug Club.
Definitely doesn't feel like Talon are down and out, like they're getting bogged down by the fact that the crowd is against them.
Yeah, I would absolutely say that Talon are in the better position right now. Not just because they're 4-3 up, but take a look, they've got the better.
Timeout goes in, maybe. I mean, it was definite. Do you know the big thing that I kind of disliked here was this kill happened, the killjoy was in the open, and we had no trade. It was a little bit.
You don't want to be there. No.
The spacing just wasn't good, basically. So there was 2 separate one-on-ones where we didn't have anything for it. So although Sushi did great, that could have been avoided. There should have been some trades there for sure. So I think the timeout makes a lot of sense from MiBR. Just make sure that they're just thinking more into some of those rounds, especially against Eco. This is nice from Talon. We do have aggro over towards Long C.
But I don't think that Cruz is going to try to break the alarm bot and over push. This is just if they return. And honestly, that is something that Morris has been doing quite a bit, feeling out A and returning to C. Although this time it looks like it could be.
Even I am the Killjoy. There is no util in terms of the Killjoy util in defense to actually see this. Damn, okay, he just went out of range and we take the timing with it. Oh no. Oh boy.
There was a timing.
How many, chat? Put some numbers in chat. What's the trigger discipline like?
Not even staring. Patience being played, and 2 kills will be his reward.
I think they'll probably take only losing 2 here.
To find out where Frozen is, catch the rest of these guys.
But an instant response, he's not wasting any time.
Damn, yeah, such a good Sky ult. Really nice from Talon here. Played this perfectly.
Once more.
Wow. What a round by Talon.
Yeah, just that small timing of the Killjoy to just go out of range, and they took it.
Frozen has been going for these lurks through B. We've seen him get pushed up, to the very front portion of B, where he looks to try and find lurk kills, timings. But Talon going for a double push and
fast reaction with that. But
that is going to calm him down.
Yeah, potentially,
wow.
Potentially.
It reactivated once Cruz had taken a single step past its radius. I mean, that was a second.
Okay, 3 people stack middle. We're just punishing bottom and middle. Take early garage control.
You're seeing MiBR wants more push down.
Wait, do you reckon they're going to even think that he could have got here? Does feel like it.
Of course, with the stingers, but they have been nerfed in this patch.
He was here very fast. With the turret going off, you have to consider it.
Close and personal position into garage.
This is a nice round so far. They get someone into garage window and they're looking like they're going to hit over towards B.
He normally creates some pressure on the opposite side of the map to allow Heat to get his lurk off. So this pressure into B can be a fake.
Breach or
now Heat can just have a
just after the plant.
A little bit mistimed with that one.
2 ults against the low buy. 2 ults against the low buy. They get no kill and not too much map control. Keep an eye on the Raze is the person that wins this round as well. Keep an eye on Heat.
Still doubled up with the teammates' rifles.
Dude, there's no one on site.
Cruz has got the most to do once more, spraying him down, a swing, what is that?
But Heat is still behind. This player, this nuisance that was stuck behind them from the beginning.
Does have another satchel to stop the defuse.
He has the stinger, can push them off the spike if they tap it. That's a bit of a shallow angle to be taken. Cruz has managed to work its way in, has already got half on the defuse, needs to be covered, needs to be watched. One kill. Getting off it in just a moment, but enough time.
Holy hell, okay, crazy round.
What a round. Honestly, by Cruz to salvage it.
It was a good low buy, but maybe MiBR could have won this one. Cruz was an absolute hero, 13-5.
No matter the economical situation. There's enough slip-ups and enough big plays.
I think that probably could have been played a little bit better by the Raze. Didn't know exactly where everyone is. These 2 people in the middle kind of had to just tuck in. Like, had to tuck in and just let them face.
The one criticism I'd have is that satchel that he used at the end could have been perfect for getting somebody off.
Yeah, satchel the person on the spike there. I agree. That's what I thought was going to happen, but
tiny things. But at the end of the day, those tiny moments add up, don't they?
Oh boy, we have a punish over towards A. 2-person setup.
A little bit of difference here in terms of the
damn, nice damage through the smoke. What the hell? 30 HP on the breach with the ult. That could have ended way worse.
Holding a couple of key pieces of utility. It's the alarm bot in the smoke, I think, is what they're waiting for, right?
Yeah, this is going to be a trap play, I think. They've got fault line, they have flash set up. Actually, Foxy might just swing on it because he's the player they're looking to punish. So, no, they are. They're going for flash fault line off the alarm bot. So they're looking for a big trap play. They just go off a timing instead of off the alarm bot there. Decided they'd waited too long in the round once it got to.
It's kind of nice from MiBR, really. Worked out that they're doing this in terms of just waiting default. They're playing it very patiently.
I think MiBR were definitely disciplined enough. Like you said, didn't see anything. The alarm bot is now going to be making them aware of the fact that they have taken this area.
Okay, breach ult to get over towards site. We do have the Killjoy ult, so they're fine to play retake. What do MiBR have planned for this? What is the plant that we do as well?
Not going to get caught out of position. That's brave by Fox.
Bad plant for the Killjoy ult, so we should have something to shut this down.
So Sushi Boys has the lockdown available for this. They're worried about a flank through B.
We have Raze ult and Raze nade, so that must be it, right? Yeah, there we go. Damage. Yeah, damage and nade.
It's got way more health than it used to. But let's see it.
Lineup. This thing's definitely been orchestrated. Aftershock as well. Node over the top. Is it going to be enough damage? It is indeed.
Just
well prepared. And now a showstopper on top of it just to see if they can just squeeze anything else out of this one.
Might be good for a few here.
Forwards. Heat still just holding within this smoke. They know he's there.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Garnett's making sure that he contains this approach just from the backside.
Nice shots on short from the Killjoy.
Time is running awfully low. RGL Meister with the most to do. Having to defuse a spray down. No time.
Cruz got off.
Did they have time anyway? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think they had time, to be honest with you.
Or possibly they didn't have it. You'd have to see a replay in order to know that was so tight.
Cupid was up, bro.
However you slice that one, wherever you want to apportion the credit or the blame, MiBR come away with the round in a Red Bull clutch. You can see that these teams have anti-lockdown setups, but it takes way more utility than it used to.
Yeah, this was a nice nice round though from MiBR. Good to see that they had a lot of stuff to stop the util.
Whether that is the aftershock or shock darts if you're running a Sova.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's a good sign.
It's worth pointing out, I think, as we jumping into this Talon timeout, discussing strategies for the final 2 rounds of their first half, but so far it feels like it might be.
I feel like the nade lineup could be better. So how it's going to work is, so you saw that let me try and draw the corner. Okay, so this is the corner they put the ult here, right? So then you talk about the nade that goes here, but basically what's going to happen is because their damage is like this, right? So it just clips this. They're making a safety in case it like trickles over. So like if teams go like now if they look at this round, yeah, and they go, oh, they had a nade to destroy it, so they might try and plant a little bit here, but that's where the nade actually kind of explodes, right? So it's like well placed in terms of it's just enough damage to kill this here, and it's looking like it's just enough damage to kill this here. So that's why you're kind of looking at that thinking, man, the nade could be better, but actually like they're just making sure that they can cover more surface area with the combo.
And if they lose this,
so yeah, that's why it's like that.
So this is the difference really between
as long as it breaks the Killjoy ult in this corner, fine, and then they just have a security. Okay, important rounds in terms of the econ. Very important round. So this might be worth 2 potentially.
Familiar setup, honestly, but look at that spam, the angle.
Frozen
taking so much damage, and we're just refighting into mid. Murray's deciding to take a fight for whatever reason, but he does go down, and the spike was dropped with him.
Once more, they pushed Heat up in Garage. Yeah. Are they going to apply some pressure elsewhere on the map? Murray's is dead, and that takes a lot of the initiator utility away, but they still have a Horn to work with.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Good group up from Talon here, so when they decide to go C, they're going to play retake, and then they kind of just suffocate the amount of map control that they have. So I like how proactive Talon are being here. Especially when we get into the 50-second mark, when we see this util coming in. It's pretty nice.
These players off, they know it's going to be some form of C split.
Incredibly obvious, and now the ultimate as well just really does confirm it. Sushi Boys, the threat. Util really being dumped hard into the back of the side, at least a flat. You can see the nade on top of this one. MiBR lining
nice
up.
Shots.
They were fully blind. It's up to Jit Boys to see what
nice shots. Did they expect a fast flank? No, they don't. That's what we talked about. Absolutely huge. It's a spike down. Really nicely done from Fox. Again, 50-second good proactivity. Kind of all over them in terms of some of these rounds and their reactions. Talon's reactions on defense have been very good.
Every time it looks like MiBR are getting back on their feet, they're knocked down. They're stumbling through this first half. And this round broken because of a decision by Talon to go for a mid-round push out through A lobby. They get all the info that it's going to be a C hit, and they also get a really fast flank. I mean, these players haven't even got into sight. They haven't got the plant down. Yeah. They're not ready for Fox and Cruz.
This is a difficult one. The money not
Holy
good.
hell.
A double satchel into the
It's so nice. It's so fast. Keep an eye on the Omen.
Not sure if that was intentional.
Holy hell.
It is scrappy. It is chaos.
There is an actual pinch over towards A main from just every angle. Close, long, then they go here. And this as well. Oh, this is... Dude, Talon looking really in control at the moment.
The map just flipped on its head. If you can isolate a fight, it could be quite nice, but that's just a bit of running and gunning.
They look very impressive, to be honest with you. That was a good half.
Ground, an 8-4 half for Talon. Amazing beginning for them.
Fantastic start to this map. MiBR's pick, and a map that MiBR in the off-season beat Leviathan on.
Yeah.
So definitely a map where MiBR feel comfortable, and Talon have just rocked them. And it was death by 1,000 cuts, Bren. There was no one player that dominated.
This is a very impressive half from them. I didn't expect them to come out swinging as hard as this.
Absolutely ridiculous stuff. Garnets as well, 13-11 so far. This guy, rookie player.
They only won 2 buy rounds.
Stage, but I want to hear what our desk have to say about the first half of this map.
Like
Thank you very much, guys. Now, we've had some ups and downs so far in this tournament, but my God, I have never seen you two this happy and this relaxed and this chilled about the Valorant we're seeing right now.
What is happening?
It's great. We're having a good time.
This is not what I was anticipating. I was like cautiously optimistic that Talon could have that upset. They've done it in the past when they were under the Xerxia banner, taking down a Optic and whatnot. But damn, this is some clean stuff from them.
I've been really impressed, and that's despite the crowd, which right now is cheering so incredibly heavily for MiBR. Every time that this team does practically anything, they are popping off like crazy for them. You can see this one. Heat's going to get a couple kills. And for MiBR, they just have all this energy.
Yeah, both of the buy rounds pretty much from Heat, right?
Here. This means so much to the Brazilian fans. And I mean, it is ridiculous, the amount of energy they're putting into it.
I guess they had the round where he got the ace, and then they had the anti-killjoy. That's pretty much it.
They are still playing some incredible Valorant. The individuals on this team are popping off. The coordination looks better, even when this team was Xerxia. I've been really impressed with them this half.
I mean, even the 2 rookies, we have the known quantities on this team, the 3 vets, but then you have Garnets and Jip Boys coming in, and in their own right, they're playing absolutely incredibly. The utility coming out from Jit Boys, on point, it's right there with everybody else, and then Garnets, I was really uncertain how he's going to be going, bringing out this race, having to go against Heat, but he is holding his own and then some. Heat does come out of this with a higher ACS because he has had some clutch moments. He had that ace, which we just saw in the replays, but Garnets is right there going toe-to-toe. 13-11 versus that 13-10. This guy is having a whale of a time on stage for his international debut.
Yeah, that he is, but it's 8-4 at the half. It's the stronger side of the map, and MiBR, I am looking towards Heat again. Can he maintain that form? If he is popping off the way he was in some of these early rounds, if the team continues to enable him, they can come back into this one.
Who's counting the short kills? Hopefully him. Hopefully him also. I mean, someone will.
How maybe Talon maybe not be able to do this without Paddy, but hey, who needs Paddy right now? They're on fire. Back to you, Josh and Bren, for the second half.
And I couldn't agree more. Garnets is really stepping up to the plate. When we were talking about this guy, this rookie player, and this is his 22nd.
Huge at the moment. Okay, honestly, I feel like MiBR, with how this game's been going so far, MiBR need pistol.
Toe-to-toe with this guy, with an entire crowd against him.
Yeah, that is incredibly impressive.
Double frenzy, double frenzy.
This pistol round is going to mean so much to MiBR.
Have a bit of a setup. Alarm bot detects someone here. Omen flash.
The alarm bot in short.
Turret spots this, or does turret spot this?
Purely just to try and play with a paranoia, but RGL
okay, real passive.
Holding the utility and not expecting this.
Dude, they're taking so much map control. Keep an eye on the Omen. Omen's going to kill Killjoy here as well. This is a rough pistol. I'm pretty sure Talon should be in a position to win. This does.
What can they get value-wise?
Does the Killjoy get good timing on this?
It is absolutely everything.
Oh my goodness. Look at the timing from Cruz.
Instead of going for the garage reflank or fighting for a connector, they slip Cruz into A?
Heat spotted one player, and he's just rebounding a little bit shallow there.
We smoked off window instead of the spike. Oh, this is done. They don't understand protocols. It's done.
Another one for his team. One
that's not how you play this.
Down to Frozen. He's got the frenzy. Has to try and reset, but re-swing is there once more.
Damn, they don't understand B protocols. That's a huge worry.
Taking the lead once more, even further beyond.
Cruz not even required, frankly. He was just the backup plan, the
Damn,
safety net. MiBR had no game plan specifically for pushing those guys on the B retake.
Okay.
RGL just kind of walked out through B, and you don't expect Heat to be losing his duels there, even in the pistol round.
Doesn't even matter to the duels. We had 2 smokes. We smoke window and we don't smoke anything else. Don't even smoke the spike to touch it. What the hell am I watching?
Leaning on that experience that they've had and the talent that they have on the roster. If they're getting outclassed pound for pound by the Talon guys, that is extremely worrisome for the series.
At some point,
so when you're a smoker, in terms of, it works very similar to C, right? Where you have to smoke the spike. You smoke this and then you touch the spike. You don't smoke here because everyone's going to be dueling you, and you just have to, like, you can't touch the spike. You can't create pressure. No one has to swing in these situations. You have to smoke here, and especially in a pistol, you have to create like the pressure for them to start spamming. So smokers should be smoking off this to take control. Then if you have 2 smokes and you take control, then you smoke the spike. Then you can half the spike. You create pressure. Everyone starts spamming, swing into open. Then you can kind of face them from every kind of angle and take map control. Doing this, smoking off there, you're smoking off 1 point, but there's still 2, 3, 4. Like, do you get what I mean? There's still so many points. Like, that's a really bad sign.
Slow and steady.
That's kind of basics.
Paranoia, nade into the back of the site. This is A holding close, and a beautiful nade to support.
Another thrifty?
Yeah, well, a bit of a one and done angle. Don't talk too soon here because the smoke's still weaving in and out, and Heat.
Okay, this nade could be huge.
Absolutely running rings around them currently. Another nade. Just sidestepped. Both of them there, and they're going to be evacuating.
They managed to get out.
The A side entirely, and this is so intelligent. Cruz watching this angle. He expects both of them to just be running all the way onto B, and it's going to be that spike planted.
Wow, what a monster Cruz is playing like right now. This swap to smokes, this step up, this reclassification of him as a player, he just looks so different. He's making every smart play.
Frozen just searching for the right angle.
Yeah,
Damage
it is
being
doable.
done.
This one's very hard
kill,
though.
But the time has really been bled down, and he's on 22 health.
He could die to the turret.
The turret really could just finish the job.
He could actually just stick this around the corner, and he can't get there really. Dude, if he just sticks this in the corner, obviously, why on earth would the dude be playing there? Oh my goodness.
The turret is just magnificent. Can't be cleared.
Dude, now he sees him there? I don't know.
That's the only
Weird
resource
plays.
he really needed in that moment. Unwinnable for him.
This one was pretty hard to win for sure. There's a nice reaction from Talon. There's a good eco from MiBR, like actually making it close.
Even stay alive. But 10-4. What a dominant scoreline for Talon here.
And listen, I mean, MiBR made it a very expensive round for Talon. Only one player surviving Sushi Boys with the rifle, but at the end of the day, they're not worried about it being expensive at this point. They just need the rounds on the board. They don't have a lot of room to breathe at this point.
Here we go.
Definitely true.
Huge buy round for them.
We'll
I'm telling you, I'm so worried for this defense for them though. Maybe it's just a one-off mistake. I'm really hoping it was.
I think you also have to be cautious because MiBR love pushing defensively. The tempo definitely taken here by Talon.
Yeah, just trying to play.
This is nice though. Really important. Such an important kill over towards here. That's a big duel loss. That means the A's open. Cruz is just like looking like one of the best players ever. It's insane how much he's opening up here as well. Gets full map control so we can get onto the site here.
One of the veteran presences on this team that some of the newer players are looking up to. All that ground gained. Can he do a bit more? Heat's to find out 1 kill. It's still that 2v4, but this was a weaker buy by Talon. They make this expensive,
oh no, there's some low HPs there. Okay, it's fine.
Maybe that phase, crosshair placement, not quite good enough for the flash.
Nice flash as well. Okay, good retake, pretty good. The good thing for them is they keep 4 people alive, 1 person dies. So we now get into a big swing round. Very important for MiBR to win this.
Where they keep 4 rifles. I don't know if they've done that the entire game. I mean, this is going to be so important for their economy. Obviously, Talon barely had anything coming into this round, but every Thrifty has been dangerous at this point on Haven. And it looked like this one could have been.
Yeah, could have got out of hands very, very fast.
But now comes the serious uphill climb. If MiBR have a decent economy and start to get their ults rolling, are they actually capable
here we go.
of bringing it to Talon?
Not too bad though for MiBR. One pass in the combine next round. So, although
unwinnable scenarios,
it is a swing round in theory, they're probably just going to buy after this. So
MiBR are also capable of the same.
It's more of an important round for Talon than it is in MiBR, but we'll see.
Turret's going to be taking contact.
Nice shutdown over towards Garage. Do we have anything else to... Oh, it's a very heavy take of Garage. And B at the same time. Dude, they have absolutely descented in. Nice Omen Flash. Do we have a swing with this? Huge. Huge.
Absolutely huge. 3 in a round, anchoring it for
Did incredible. Still a 2-on-2 though. Oh boy, Omen went to here. Did they hear this? Oh my god, Cruz is just... Oh no, he's won it. Oh, Prowler. Oh, they didn't wait for the Prowler. Holy hell. I would be losing my mind if I was a coach for this team.
But look at that coordination, no hesitancy. And it's
sick round from Cruz.
Instantaneous.
Oh my god, Cruz is putting on a masterclass. He finds where the B player was holding. Morris over in the C connector, hits him with a paranoia so he can't hear him teleport, and then goes towards the A connector, where he's thinking there's much less likely a player holding there. And despite all of the heroics from FRZ on site, the backstab play just gets everything.
He's just different right now. Something about the calling, the way he's playing individually, how intelligently he's playing. On top of that, just individually putting on...
Dude, there's a lot of stuff to say in this timeout.
I did not think this guy would be capable of it, but it's looking like Marv's in the scene.
Yeah, it really does. I think part of it might just be that he's got tons more freedom as the lurker. MiBR taking a timeout here, and they've got so much to fix.
Yeah, they really do.
MiBR did try to push out a lobby in that round. So we saw a little bit of their aggression. It was JZZ and Heat going up towards a lobby, seeing if they could get a flank play off. But they just lost the rest of the map far too quickly. It still came down to a 2v2, but a 2v2 where they just had no idea where Cruz was. And he made the enormous play once again. So many rounds.
Okay, so they are going to force into this one. There's only one person come by, so who's taking the hit? Okay, Mirrors takes the hit. We have a lot of ults.
I was trying to find a different word there, I really was.
Just
But someone needs to mark this guy.
Yeah.
You need to be tracking his movements around the map. And especially when he has his ult online. I mean, he could be anywhere.
Dude, both these raids is kind of crazy though. Fast map control.
And that pace just increased with the tempo. And it's really
damn, it's so fast. Oh boy, Killjoy.
From Heaven, though.
Damn, you did insanely well from Heaven. That was everything from the Omen. Managed to stay alive as well, baiting the Killjoy. That was great. I thought Killjoy was going to get overwhelmed. Omen did everything they needed to do. This still isn't done. I'm a little bit worried that Cruz is still alive. They do put everyone over towards site and they are holding for it, so.
is watching. They're scared now. They're paranoid.
Yeah.
And with good reason.
Nice shutdown as well. Okay, nice.
When these lurks are fashioned out of nowhere.
Yeah, they haven't smoked this game a little bit too late.
A lot of their protocols that have just been.
Otherwise, I think this might be a different round. Nice, clean one. Clean one. Okay, they need that. That's good. There's three people over in terms of Talon who can't buy that. So big timeout. Good impact from the coach. This was a very important round for them to do this comeback, so they actually managed to get him over towards Eco. So let's see if we can start building up some money here. And then maybe we actually have a chance. As long as Talon don't go B, I'm kind of confident that they could pull this off.
The amount of thrifty and half-fight wins that we've had, the economy is not correlated.
I'm so worried about B after seeing it. Okay.
They're just, both teams have.
Yeah, smoke's definitely too late in for Talon at Heaven for sure.
Where the sheriffs are weaving shots through.
Oh, they're going to be.
Setup here for MiBR.
But we have two people holding it, so they might be able to shut it down early. Nice smoke. Much better. Okay, this is good. Oh. Okay, take that one for sure.
Into the bottom of mid, so Morris does claim that one. Picks it up out of seemingly nowhere, and they do deal with Cruz once more, who was going for cheeky little lurk, but moments like this, look at the way that these rounds are beginning. for a team like MiBR.
Could backfire, but that's fine. Good to kill. Okay, you do you. Okay, worked out pretty well. 30 HP, gets info on the last person. Is a gun down, so they're going to expect them to instantly run for the gun, because that's what you would do. So might be able to get another one here, with surprise factor. We'll see.
Fox now just waiting for an opportunity.
Nice from MiBR. Only one of them goes down here as well, so real clean. In terms of damage, right, no one took extra damage, so 3,000 for the 4 people that's, well, 3,000 for all of them, only one gun has to get rebought.
Many rounds now since they got onto this defensive side.
Another big buy round, especially for Talon. They have the eco. Money's in a really good place for MiBR to do this. We do get the op-out on Heat as well. Maybe we're settling down to short to take this shot. As we can see, no one's here looking like a faster Garage or B.
They haven't done any of it here, but I think when Talon are on 11,
a lot of ults are up for Talon.
That's just not something that players intuitively want to do, to take risks like
Wanted to go fast, but then they called to do a default here. We do see Satchel down to short to take the op-out early. We get one person holding. You're very crazy. Respect it. One person holds over towards A, and then now we can hold this up big. Punish over towards Garage does not pay off. Double kill. Might be the run done.
The ball has been fumbled in Garage. Absolute fumbling. It looked like a great setup, and the 2 players were vulnerable, but that could be a death blow.
That's a brutal one to lose, isn't it? Any sort of player advantage. Sushi boys watching for it with JJ's just falling. Back of the site, Murray's bides his time. The patience is good there to claim that 1 kill. But the trouble is he's got this operator. I mean, the guy's just not set up for any sort of retake. Murray's is on an island right now playing by himself with the one-way smoke setup. He still wants to play this one. Does he realize that there's an opportunity presented for him?
Okay.
Shot, there you go, 1 kill found. Doesn't know what the remaining players are. One flanking him and no time, no angles.
No time for this. We do save the op, so.
And he just saving the operator while all that was going on.
5 chances to close this one out.
So many map points here.
I mean, they did great.
For Talon to be able to win.
They just had so many people behind this. 3 people against the 2-person setup in Garage.
I can't believe this, man. When have we ever seen a rookie performance like this? This guy, such little experience. I mean, we saw the stat, the 22nd game of Valorant. Professional Valorant.
Okay, they actually throw the op over to the Killjoy.
I'm going to be honest, I feel like we saw this a bit from Surf, his predecessor, where he just came
punish
out
over to this might work well.
Super confident.
How many people are going here for the default? 2. This good work. Stun nade, Teva combo. Might be good for 2.
Sees nade out of double doors. And it should catch some value with the stun as well. 2 players! Satchel up into the
satchel up to save HP, that was genius. Doesn't get out alive, but nice reactions from Talon.
Not going to get that denied from him too quickly. Still a flash into the side. Aftershock is just not fast enough to push them back, including this lockdown.
Boy. That's the Omen down. This is very hard retake. Breach might want to use ult for this one. Important jaws going on in spawn. This might decide it. Oh, jumped over the ult.
It's got to get value. Rolling Thunder. It is just chaos all over the bloody place.
Oh, holy hell.
Where does this go? Lands up top. Skipping a hop.
Crazy rounds. Do they expect the jaw from Garage? No, they don't. Oh my goodness. Holy hell.
One after the other.
I don't think there's enough time for this stuff to go off. Holy hell, nice kill. They 2-on-4 it.
They rescued a round.
Yeah, they really do. They hit a lot of shots. That one was mad. Okay, 5 chances. That might have been Talon. They're going to look at that and be a little bit gutted. That should have been it. 4 chances now to close this out.
If he doesn't get that one, it's done. It's over.
So many things that could have gone wrong with that.
A lot of it. That shot was important. This shot was insane. I mean, they were all really important. Yeah, what a huge round from him.
But that's only one of the chances that they've denied Talon. There's still a ton left. Yeah. Actually, though, Talon deciding to force buy into this
round. Seen some nice stuff from the Talon players, though. I've been very impressed.
So, unusual decision, in my opinion. Normally you don't want to take disadvantageous fights, but you also don't expect.
That's one of the disadvantages of opping on a raise. A little bit too risky from raise in terms of that position. Oh no. Need a hero play.
Ripping a pathway right into the site, and it's vacuum right up.
And they close this out.
Taking map number 1.
Talon looked good, chat, but yeah, I saw some worrying stuff from MiBR.
Silence in the crowd, completely there. What a performance! What a play! The MiBR fans, they're still, they're still going. There's still chances, but it is Talon that has struck a decisive first blow in this series. 13-8, and they were in control.
They were in control of the
Yeah, they were very much in control.
So surprising to me. I think most people anticipated that MiBR would be the ones coming out swinging. Talon, you know, we were interviewing Cruz and the